bit of conversation. After all, it's been nothing but mumbled incantations from you the whole way. Say, what brings you to the ancient tower? I've heard whisperings of a wicked wizard that dwells there, but I dare not get near enough to learn if these superstitions ring true. Still, strange things happen in the forest. That I do know. Ah, and there it is, the old gate. Forgive, but this is as far as I go. Who knows? Perhaps of the many folk I've brought here, you'll be the first to return.
Good. You're finally awake. Still having the same old nightmares, eh? Whether you dream of freedom or torment, it matters not. Your very soul belongs to the Wizard King, as stated in the contract you signed, remember? Speaking of which, I have been sent to summon you to his audience chamber. It lies at the top of the stairs in the central hall. Do not keep on keep waiting. Ho ho ho! Look who thinks they're worthy to become a real wizard apprentice. Listen here, magelet. You're never going to be half the wizard I am. Everyone knows I'm the Wizard King's favorite pupil. So why don't you do us all a favor and quit right now? Oh wait, you can't! You're bound to serve the Wizard King for all eternity, just like the rest of us. What? You're still here? Go away!
Just who is the Wizard King, you ask? He is just that. King of all wizards. They call him Malevolent Magus, Evil Enchanter, Wicked Wizard, Sadistic Spellcaster, Pernicious Prognosticator, Dreadful Diviner, Abhorrent Overlord, Sorcerer of Death's Construction. You get the picture. He's the most powerful wizard in existence, and you better not forget it, lest you find out how he got all those menacing names.
Come forth, my servant. Come and see that your servitude has not been in vain. Today, you shall finally have the chance to become my apprentice and join the Black Order. As you know, the purpose of this order is to locate and retrieve the 13 Black Relics. Ancient artifacts of immense arcane power, scattered across the dimensions, lost to the cosmos. Some I possess already, and I have sent forth my wizards to find them. All have failed so far. So now I am left with you, lowliest of my acolytes. Your first step, if you hope to survive, is to find a grimoire of your own in order to learn and cast spells. It just so happens that I know of a particularly powerful one lost among the ruins near the Druid's forest. Go there, find the grimoire, and use it to eliminate the Lord of the Druids. He shouldn't be hard to find, just look for the one whose bark is as big as his bite. Do my deeds, do them well, and you will prove yourself worthy to join the Black Order and begin your wizard training as my apprentice.
Fountains like these can be used to fill empty goblets you've collected. Of course, drinking this blood will restore your health. That is how blood works, after all. Having as much health as possible will prove useful if you ever dabble in blood magic.
Why do we have to wear these ridiculous robes? The Wizard King must have picked these out for his disciples to wear. Ugh, they look like something my grandma would have worn a century ago. Just how old is he?
Yeah. Wizards can be girls too. What? Did you think all wizards were men? Oh, and let me guess. You think all witches are women too, right? Typical novice mage. Look, let me clear it up for you. Witches like to live in huts in the woods, usually picking mushrooms and making potions in their big cauldrons. Whereas wizards prefer to live in tall towers, pondering their orbs to decipher the mysteries of the arcane. There are witches and wizards of all kinds out there. No matter who or what they are, all are welcome in the pursuit of magic. Since you're new, I won't disintegrate you this time. Just try to be a little bit more open-minded, okay?
Another one of that leech's servants enters my realm. When shall I see the last of you vermin? Listen well, Cretan. The time of your ilk has drawn nigh. Leave this place now and save your own worthless life.
The bodies you see before you belong to wizards drawn here by the Master himself. And in reward for his resurrection, he slaughtered them and hung their corpses for his amusement. Some of these wizards were my friends. Beware! The dungeon before you is dark. Before you can enter, you will need to find a light of some sort. grimoire is the very same that once belonged to the Master himself, though he little needs it now. Any spells that one learns are stored within its pages, lest the holder forget the incantations. It was last wielded by this pile of bones that was once an apprentice much like yourself. He was the one that inadvertently resurrected the Master, and was repaid with disintegration. Pray you don't share a similar fate.
Still you approach me. You draw ever closer to your own demise. There is still time enough to turn back and abandon your wicked master.
It seems that the Master's destructive revelry has sown fire and destruction throughout the dark forest. The druids who dwell within are less than pleased about it. I would avoid them if possible. I hear they're beginning to attack wizards on sight.
Beware, apprentice. The Witch of the Wood lives just yonder. It is said that she is perilous and powerful, and that merely her glance can turn you to stone. Those brazen enough to beseech her aid oft meet an unhappy end. I venture not to the witch's lair, and I advise you do the same.
Welcome, apprentice. My arts of arcana and divination have foretold of your coming. I speak to you only now because our aims align. You wish to confront the Doom Lord residing within the forest, and I wish to be rid of these tiresome druids interrupting my work. I propose a deal. Since these belligerent druids have made it too dangerous to gather my ingredients, shall do it for me, and in return, I shall clear your way forward. There are 3 enchanted mushrooms strewn about these lands that I require for my witchy work. Find these fiendish fungi and bring them to me. Then I will deal with your druidic dilemma. The first step will be to enter the dark forest. In their insolence, the druids have locked the gates to prevent more of your kind from entering. But I know an incantation that can open any lock. It goes: Tal, Eth, Ist, Ort. Use this to open the gate, then find my mushrooms. Or else.
Ort. My forest is burning, and it is all the fault of your odious order of wizards. Find my sacred trees, put out the fires, then maybe I won't tear you limb from limb.
Before you lies the dark forest. It was here before we wizards first arrived, along with the druids who deeply venerate it. The druids have never been fond of our presence, calling our magic unnatural. Nevertheless, we have had an uneasy alliance with them for generations. From what I hear, however, that alliance has now ended, and open hostilities have begun. Be careful in there.
And then I told him, Ort, no way! Interloper. Oh, there they are. Let's get them. Oh. Have you heard the lamentations of these detestable druids over their precious trees? Let them burn, I say. The druids have ever been the enemies of us wizards. Better yet, burn them all. Let everything sacred to these tree worshippers be put to the torch, so they may witness the power of true magic. Curse you, witless wizards, and your miserable master. We druids were right to mistrust you. We were promised that no ill will would come of your presence. Now look what your perverse sorceries have wrought. The forest burns! Our sacred trees will soon be naught but ash! We haven't the power to douse these wicked flames, but surely one of you vile wizards does. Go, put out the accursed flames ravaging our sacred trees. Then perhaps the druids may cease their aggression.
Beyond this passage lies the darkest part of the forest. A light you must bring, else your passage shall be impossible.
Behold, I have discovered the whereabouts of the Lord of the Druids. He lies just at the end of this path. Unfortunately, the path seems to be blocked. Perhaps if you talk to the right people, they could help you clear the way and deal with that abominable arboreal annoyance. What, me? No, I don't know how to get through. I haven't even tried. I'm just here to tell you what to do. I'm not going into that dark forest. It's dangerous. Good luck though.
Go back. You cannot pass. The master of the druids lies within. He shall grant you no audience. The forest has been poisoned by you and your ilk long enough. Now be gone! Be gone from our forest. Also be gone from our forest. Extiende. Cola. Damima. Percurso via Petriso. Be gone. Imbo, be gone from Muflamudio, Muflicani for the forest. Extieni, Muflicani, Serpetri.
I didn't need your help. These buffoons were no match for my magic. But thank you, anyway. Here, let me teach you a spell in return. It shall light up even the darkest of places. It goes, F. Ist. It should serve you well, especially around here.
Greetings, good sir. A moment of your time, perhaps? You may have already noticed, but I seem to be rather on fire at the moment. Now, you see, I beseeched the Wizard King for a spell to make me hot to my fellow wizards. Imagine my surprise when I burst into flames. Quite an ironic spot of bother I've gotten myself into, eh? Say, be a good lad and find a way to douse these annoying flames. I would be ever so grateful.
Ah, a sword. It seems you found what I could not. Put it to good use and slay those foul druids that attack our brethren.
Ah, it seems you found my hot meditation spot. Allow me to reward you by teaching you my favorite spell. It can be used as a tool and as a weapon. It goes... Ort. Use it wisely. Ort.
Ah, you're back. You didn't? Go and bring me 3 enchanted mushrooms, and don't bother returning until you do, or I may find a better use for you in my cauldron.
Ort. Ist. Ort. Ta. Ist. Ort. Orc, orc. Orc. Orc, orc. Orc, orc. Orc, orc. Orc, orc. Curse you, witless wizards, and your we have to go. Orc, orc. Ort. Man, I got no idea why I thought this would be a good place to start farming. Wizard this and druid that. I just want to farm for Pete's sake. Now I went and lost my only watering can, and my crops are as dry as a witch's... anyway. If you'd be so kind, could you possibly find another way to water my crops? I got a family to feed. Ort. Audio. Pulso. Cheer for the forest. Hola, Damima, Zulia, Lobi eterno, Ort, out. Ort.
Thank you for releasing me. I shudder to think what those dreadful druids might have had in mind for me. As thanks, allow me to teach you a spell. It goes... F, Tal, Ort, Ist. Use this spell to summon a shower of rain all around you. It's more useful than you think.
Ort, Ist. Augiato, cure for the trees. Man, I got no idea why. Ort, Ist. Yeehaw! That did it, boy! We're eating good tonight. My crops are saved, and it's all thanks to you. Here, let me give you this in return. It's the least I can do to repay you.
thank you ever so much for putting out that dreadful fire. You know, I had grown rather accustomed to it. In fact, now that it's out, I'm positively freezing. Say, I know you just doused me, but would you mind setting me ablaze once more?
Ort.
Ah, that's more like it. You have my gratitude. For being such a good sport, here, take this thing I've been holding on to. I've no use for it anymore, and you look like you could use it. Ah, yes, my enchanted mushrooms. Well, you've upheld your end of the bargain. Now I uphold mine. There. You are now one step closer to the Doom Lord, though the rest is up to you. I hope you make the right choice.